going on, guys? For this video, we're going to be going back to working on the turbo truck. We've got some plans for some things that I want to get done today. So there's a lot of odds and ends things I want to do. I've got a catch can and a PCV system I want to get hooked up. I've got an exhaust I want to make up. I've got a turbo blanket and some heat wrap for the exhaust and the turbo. So I drove this truck for about a week. Drove it to work 3 days in a row, and then we were taking this thing out, ripping it a little bit. Engine is doing fantastic. Oil pressure's good, no noises. It's working flawlessly. The truck itself, I did an alignment on this thing. It drives a lot better now. We're gonna start by getting the exhaust ran, and then once the exhaust is ran, we'll kind of go into the plan for the PCV system as we go, because the exhaust will play a part in that. I have an eBay catch can, some hose to run to the breathers too. As you know, these have been wide open for a while if you've been following me for any amount of time. I've got some 90s right there for the exhaust pipe. Those are mandrel bent, and I have a glass pack. So the plan is to run an exhaust down kind of like it is right now, shoot it over across under this frame rail here, and then right here I'll have plenty of room to fit that glass pack. And I'm just going to hang it off the front of the motor. The timing cover still has the studs in it, so I can take 2 straps off the motor to help support the exhaust pipe here, run under the frame rail, put one hanger there, then I've got a turn down right there. So I'll have a muffler, and the turn down will help keep the noise from bugging me and everybody else. The turn downs are cool too, because you kind of get that deep bassy noise that makes the ground shake a little bit when you run one of those. Just going to start tacking a 90 and trying to kind of figure things out. I might get the truck up on jack stands so I can get under here a little bit easier, but there should be plenty of room to fit the glass pack I bought in there. And then I've got plenty of 90s. I like buying mandrel bent 90s because you can do section cuts and get different degrees out of them. So those are really good to have around. And then hopefully I've got enough just 3-inch pipe laying around. I've got a few pieces in there I can use. We can get an exhaust hooked up on this thing, and then we'll get into the PCV system after that. All right, so I just finished full welding an exhaust for this truck. You can see the turn down and then the glass pack and a 90 there, and then it runs up into the old downpipe. And you'll see this rod here. So I've already tested this out once when I had it tacked. This does make a significant improvement on the volume and the sound that this truck makes. It should make an even better improvement from in the cab. But we've got this tube here, which you can see is angled and running into the exhaust here. This piece was cut off the end at an angle. So what I've basically made is a little scavenging pipe that runs into the downpipe. And this is going to be for my PCV system. Now this pipe is going to get bent and then cut shorter, but I left it just at the full length for now. I'll get it in the truck and then bend it to wherever I need it to be. But I'm going to run this PCV breather, I'll take a hose to it and run it straight down into that pipe. That will pull a vacuum, especially at higher RPMs, and relieve crankcase pressure. And then it'll also help to kind of burn some of the oil vapors that do come out, and it'll make it hopefully less stinky. It's going to have an oil burning smell, but this is pretty much exactly what any modern PCV system does. The only difference is that a modern PCV system pumps the vapors into your intake manifold so your engine can combust it first, and then of course after it's been burned in the combustion chamber, it ends up in your exhaust. Well, I'm just bypassing the intake part and dumping it right into the exhaust. So the angle of that is super important, because if I had it flip the other way, it would pump exhaust out of it. But being this way, the exhaust pulses should scavenge through this little tube and pull a bit of a vacuum through it and help suck the vapors through. And this is much better than just venting both into a catch can or an air filter into the atmosphere. I'll be able to pull a little bit of vacuum through it. Should help pick up a little bit of horsepower actually compared to this, if it does actually pull a vacuum. But it's not going to be a seat of the pants thing, but relieving crankcase pressure is a good way to free up a little extra power. You can free up like 5-10 horsepower depending on what you're dealing with, maybe even more, depending on how bad your PCV system is. Mine's pretty bad because those things are just, open. I'm gonna go get this thing put on the truck real quick, and then I'll dial in the PCV system, get the straps welded on, and get the exhaust hung, and then we'll have an exhaust and at least half of a PCV system. All right, the exhaust is 100% finished. So we'll start from the top and work our way down here. So up at the very top, I have one of my PCV breathers hooked up. So that's just the typical elbow Dorman brand one. Small section of hose, and then this long tube runs right down there into the side of the exhaust. It does pull a vacuum through this tube, which is great. So this works. It loops perfectly over top of this guy. They're not touching, and I can't hardly squeeze it to make them touch, so hopefully they don't end up rattling, but that's something we'll figure out. I've got a permanent hose clamp there and then a removable one, so if I have to pull the exhaust off, I don't have to fight this. But that's on. We have my turbo blanket installed. So there's that. It just attaches with these little springy things here. So that is on. I finished up, of course, the actual exhaust pipe. You can see some heat wrap here. So the heat wrap starts up here and then it ends right there. I've just got a couple hose clamps. I'm going to add a couple of the metal zip ties to it just to keep it from unraveling or moving, but that can be later. So that is done. And then of course we've got the muffler and then the turn down, which you guys have already seen. You can see where the tube comes in right there, and then it just runs up behind the upper hose and then up to the PCV. And then of course the heat wrap, which ends right where the thick part of the muffler starts. My big concern was blocking the heat from soaking my radiator or melting my cooling fans. So hopefully, I never really had much of an issue with it before, but it's just preventative in case this thing starts getting real hot. So we've got that. And then up here, we've got a brace welded to the muffler right there with some, some flux core slag going on right there. And then it is bolted right to that timing cover right there. I twisted this piece of strap up pretty good to get it there. It's just to take a little bit of the movement out of this, soak up some of the vibrations and stuff, so this thing isn't just swinging around on the end of the turbocharger like crazy. There's my exhaust hanger. So I put a longer bolt in one of the bumper bolts right there, and then put a nut behind it and use that to attach this little hanger. It's just an AutoZone universal hanger. And then the piece of exhaust bolt, U-bolt clamp that I got was too small because I got a 3-inch one, and this muffler is probably 3 1/4 inch diameter or 3 1/2. So I just ran a hose clamp on it for now, and it might become permanent forever. We'll see if it stays tight. But yeah, that is it. And then it just runs over to the turn down right there. I'm hoping that with this sticking out this far and having to turn down, the exhaust fumes don't travel up into the window anymore. All I got to do is run the catch can tomorrow, and then the exhaust and the PCV system will be completely done. I'll get you guys a little exhaust clip and a little bit of revving once it's not 11 o'clock at night, and that will probably be the end of this. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right guys, it is the next day and we have a complete PCV system on the Dakota for the first time in like 3 years. As you guys saw earlier, we had the one line running down into the exhaust, and now we've got this other one here, which is the same style breather as the other side. I've got a hose running out of it, and then I just tied it to some of my battery cables just to find somewhere to put it, and then I ran it inside of my fender, and then from the fender in here comes out the hole in the fender right there and into a catch can. So I'll be able to monitor how much oil is being pushed out of this thing there. We'll also be able to see take samples out of this and see if I may be mixing coolant or mixing a lot of fuel into it. This will be a quick and easy way to kind of check that. So yeah, that is it. This thing is like $20 on eBay. It's got a little breather on it. This thing's cool. There's different ways you can run it. You can put a sealed cap on top and get rid of this filter and run it as like a pass-through into an intake or an intake manifold, which is cool. Or you can run it vented like this and plug off the other side, which is what I have done here. We've got a full exhaust and a fully functioning PCV system, and this thing is almost done. In fact, my pile of parts down here has gotten much smaller. We've got a radio mount, a fuel level gauge, a surprise for later, and then the traction bar bracket. I will end the video with a little exhaust clip here. So that is going to be it for now. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying seeing this thing come back to life finally. And let's get to a little exhaust clip to finish this thing off.